It took a forewarning, ladies and gentlemen, by a unicorn in Bengaluru for the authorities and many in the government to wake up to a crisis that lakhs of citizens have faced every day. After nearly a decade in the city, logistics giant Blackbuck, valued at over 10,900 crores, announced it's moving out of Bangalore. Enough is enough. And the reason? Not policy hurdles, neither taxes, but potholes. CEO of the company, Rajesh Yabaji, posted what looked like a breakup note on social media saying employees were wasting 90 minutes a day navigating broken roads, dust and endless traffic. What he said was very, very blunt, and I'm quoting it: lowest intent to fix them have now triggered a storm. Embarrassed by the outrage, Karnataka's Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivakumar has set an end November deadline for contractors to make Bengaluru pothole free, which means less than a month, I'm guessing. He's promised resurfacing of 182 roads covering 349 kilometers at a cost of 649 crores. Listen in.
I don't know how many potholes have been increased, but we wanted to make a permanent solution. I have called a meeting of that. I have given a deadline to them. Chief Minister also has given me time, since he is the GBA chairman, on 6th evening. On Saturday evening, we are having a separate meeting on that. By the time we have asked all the officials to just come out with a plan of action on that, we are on the job. Threatening us, blackmailing us is left to them. We are not least bothered about it. We will do our job.
I don't want to really sound cynical, but for many, these promises sound all too familiar. Citizens and commuters are now fatigued over these sundry deadlines set by the government, where September turns into November and then nothing except potholes which remain constant in the lives of Bengaluru's taxpayers. My colleague Mohammad Wajiullah brings us a ground report from the very same spot where we did a walkthrough just 20 days ago after filing a complaint on the Gundi Gamana app. 20 days later, it is, you're absolutely right, just the same. Take a look.
29th of August, we had done a report from here at Double Road, highlighting the menace of this particular pothole. We had also filed a complaint at the Gundi Gamana app, the app that was developed by the Karnataka government, so that we can highlight the potholes and they can clear them off, or they can repair those potholes. But it has been 20 days since we had filed that complaint, and you can still see the condition of the road continues to remain the same. Let me first show you a proof of that particular complaint that we had written. Let me just ask my camera person to show you this app. This is the Gundi Gamana app, and let me just go to my complaints. In my complaints, there are two complaints that I filed of both the same place, and here it says big pothole in Double Road, 29th August at 2 p.m. Complaint received, but nothing has been done with regards to that particular road. And this is that road about which I had filed a complaint to the app that was being given by the Karnataka government, and the road continues to remain the same. Though we've got assurances from the government, from the Deputy Chief Minister, highlighting that repair work is happening in a jiffy, repair work is happening as fast as possible. But it's been 20 days. 20 days is a lot of time since we had filed this complaint about this particular area in Double Road, and nothing has happened. November is the final deadlines to cooperators. By that time, these potholes will be fulfilled. It will be remain to seen whether that happens or not. For now, this pothole remains at the very spot where it was 20 days back.
I told you we are doing a special campaign, so we'll give you more proof, as many proofs as we can give. My colleague Wajiullah also reported from the Bengaluru Hosur highway at Adugodi. This is a prime stretch, ladies and gentlemen. MG Road is just 2 kilometers on one side, Koramangala 2 kilometers on the other, and right at the center are potholes that slow traffic to such a crawl that it's unbelievable. Take a look.
Right now at the Bangalore-Hosur highway, and right next to me, right here, is a center of chaos. The pothole that you can see here is a menace because this entire stretch slows down the traffic in this particular spot. And it is not the only one here. There is another one right next to this big pothole over here. And the road condition otherwise is in a very bad state. You can see that it is uneven, it is not properly placed, and that is why the traffic slows down because of this pothole. And if I can tell my camera person to stand on this footpath and show the traffic behind, how far does it gets accumulated because of potholes like this. You can see till he can zoom in, till there you can see how the traffic is, and all is because of the slow moving traffic that accumulates because of these potholes in these areas. Now this is one side of the road where you can see potholes. The government is saying that they are clearing them, but when they are repairing them or clearing them, that is the situation it comes down to. Now two things you are seeing. One, on your right hand side, the pothole that is going to be covered. If I can tell my camera person to show on your right hand side, this particular pothole will be covered by those truckers who are going to fill more cement and come. And then this is the condition of the pothole that has been repaired. Both of them look the same if you see it from the road on the ground.
The timing couldn't be worse. Just as companies begin questioning the city's future as India's tech capital, Andhra Pradesh Minister Nara Lokesh, who's the IT minister as well, has made a pitch inviting Black Buck and other IT firms to set up shop in Visakhapatnam. But what is the reality? The reality is that the grass isn't greener anywhere. We'll talk about Hyderabad. Remember, it was once called Cyberabad. Now, Hyderabad's own IT corridor was paralyzed just this week by heavy rains and flooding. From Madhapur to Gachibowli, arterial roads turned into rivers, leaving office goers stranded for hours. So whether it's Bengaluru or Hyderabad or India's tech hubs are facing the same questions. Will infrastructure keep pace with investment? Will anything change at all? Because Bengaluru has seen deadlines before, citizens have heard promises before, yet potholes remain the most permanent feature of their lives. Let me now go to the experts to speak more on this. Satya Prakash ji is with us, spokesperson for the KPCC, Vivek Menon, who is a civic expert and former advisor to the Chief Minister of Karnataka, and Ramnath Kampamalla, who is an IT professional. Let me first go a very warm welcome. I beg your pardon, I didn't welcome all of you. Thank you very much for making the time joining me on this broadcast. Ramnath Kampa, let me just go to you, Ramnath ji. You know, we saw the visuals. Can someone play the visuals in Hyderabad, please? You know, these are visuals, and even as we were getting over Bengaluru, these visuals came in last night and, you know, last evening as it were. What is the way out, sir? I mean, Hyderabad is equally vibrant when it comes to the IT sector. Special, I mean, before Bengaluru, let me tell you, I remember Hyderabad because as a young woman, I used Cyberabad. Cyberabad has IT, they have decided to do this. It was way ahead. I am not belittling Bengaluru here. What is going on, sir? How do people work? What is the way to make revenues? I have a revenue sheet. If we can play those graphics on the screen as to how much revenue is generated, I can read it off. But it's better that everyone looks at it also. What is wrong, Ramnath?
Yes. Now, yesterday also we made a discussion about Bangalore traffic issues. So today, so you are going to be conducted on Hyderabad. Definitely, it will address to be very need our discussion. So every day, lot of people came into the section, whatever you call the Cyberabad, Cyber City or Cyberabad. So every day, lakhs of people traveling from different places to that place. So when the rain is happening, the monsoon season, we are facing a lot of challenges to reach the office again, to reach the come back to the home is very big challenge for not only IT employees. There are a lot of commuters are there, lot of vendors are there, small kind of people also facing challenges and more troubles due to these heavy rains and traffic. As far as my concern, I have been staying Hyderabad more than 25 years. During these 25 years, Hyderabad has been developing a lot of infrastructure and a lot of IT companies, a lot of other pharmaceuticals, many companies over there. So during this span of time, so Hyderabad has a great history, almost 400 years of history Hyderabad city has been built. So during this, all the last 20 years, we have been observed many kind of lakes or nalas have been encroached by the many illegal activities have been done. Many constructions are built on the rivers. So Hyderabad has long history. The city has been built on the bank of Musi River. But now all the lakes and all canals has been blocked and encroached by the many real estate and other peoples are over there. So due to these many reasons, now we have been facing the problems in day-to-day activities and commuters or IT employees. So particularly, I can say
What is the way
it
out,
is
sir?
not.
What is the way out?
Yes, it is not the failure of only present government. Recently, we have seen the present government has set up one Hydra authority. The
I
main
know.
function of Hydra authority is to control to function of the all canals and
Okay,
all
present
lakes
government, it is not.
properly.
No, sir, wait. The people who are working there, they need an answer.
Yes.
Whether it is this government or earlier government of BRS or even earlier government, undivided
Yes.
Telugu speaking states, not interested. It is flooded. It is a terrible situation. I can't go to office. I can't clock in and clock out. I cannot do my
Yes. Yes.
targets. It's my livelihood. It is my stomach. It's my family. The way out, I
Yes, it
don't
is.
see any.
That's why.
What
That's
is
why.
the.
That's why I call it. It is a failure of many people, many government. So there is a lack of proper. There is no development plan. There is no proper plan.
All
It
right.
cannot be executed on time. It cannot be implemented
Right, I get
properly.
you.
There are many ongoing projects. Ongoing flyovers are there. Underpasses are there. So due to this, all work in progress
All right.
works are there
Okay.
now. So
Yeah.
all these kind of situation we are facing day to day traffic
All
challenges
right.
or day to day problems.
Yeah, got you. Vivek, let me bring you in here, Vivek. Vivek, now the thing is that you saw my colleague doing those reports that even in the app 20 days later the situation is status quo, nothing, the needle hasn't moved. He went to another place, same story. The same, my colleague Vajula told me that, near Nimhans, GBA is quickly kind of doing up the roads because they have a deadline. What kind of a quick fix method is this? One IT unicorn, they said that we are going, we are saying bye-bye, we're not going to stay here. And this is the knee-jerk reaction from the government, which is going to rue over what they have done come like, what, 2 months, Vivek? Don't you think this is really amateurish the way they are reacting?
Absolutely. I think, the bigger problem here is, there's two things that are working over here. One is institutional failure, and the second is government apathy. I think this particular government has been, in power for the past, and this is successive governments this happens, but I'm talking specifically about this particular government, the Congress that's been in power. DK Shivkumar has been the deputy CM for the past 2.5 years. And right now, the condition of the roads, in fact, I've been reading Facebook posts, and I myself have been traveling across Bangalore all the way up to Sarjapur and other parts of Bangalore. And I think this is perhaps the worst that it's ever been. And I think this is because of, one is, of course, government apathy. I think this particular government is just not focused on, building up our infrastructure. We have obviously made mediocrity our standard, and we don't even achieve mediocrity. We are not looking at this as the IT capital, the goose that lays the golden egg. One of the things that's being done is they're just extracting out of it. Today, if you look at the amount of corruption that's going on within parastatals itself, the BBMP, the BDA, and other agencies, it is staggering. And secondly, the government is bankrupt today. All of these 5 different schemes that they've had over the past 2.5 years have completely drained the coffers. And so there's absolutely no money left for them to do any developmental works, which means there's been financial mismanagement at the highest level. So irrespective of what the DCM comes back now and says, he says, we'll fix it in 2 months. It's just basically a false promise. It's never going to happen. And even if it does happen, it's going to be a patch fix. I've been coming on, for the past 10, 15 years now, and it's year after year, the same thing happens. You're seeing the flooding. The flooding is because of poor drainage, poor designs. We design projects all across the country. And in fact, I'm a co-author of TenderSure, which was, implemented here. And, when you build roads, you're looking at building roads for 20 to 30 years, not for 2 years and 3 years. And the knee-jerk reaction that you're seeing obviously means that he has no clue as to what he's saying. It's extremely sad because he may be a great vote getter and all of that stuff, and he's taken on the Bangalore portfolio, but he's not looking at experts for solutions. And I think today, in the situation that you're in, he said that all contractors should come on board. Contractors are not willing to do work if they don't get paid. And I think that's where the problem stands. There's been fiscal mismanagement. There is government apathy. They obviously, don't understand the problem itself. And thirdly, the institutional failure.
Right.
You're just old wine in new bottles. You're
Very,
creating the
very
GBA.
strong words. Very strong words by Vivek Menon, Satya Prakash. Where do you begin? Where do you begin? I mean, yeah, go on, go on.
I will begin with Vivek only. He has to go back to the Oxford Dictionary and check for the meaning of, that he used that Karnataka state is bankrupt. Please go back to the dictionary and understand what bankrupt is all about. Please don't use words which doesn't befit you. Is Karnataka
I'd like
the
to
second
respond to
highest
that.
contributor? Please listen to me, no? You had enough of your time and you used, a lot of
But
adjectives.
you're making an
If
accusation, sir.
Karnataka, which contributes, please wait, yeah, why are you in a hurry? If Karnataka, which contributes second highest revenue to India, is bankrupt, then India is bankrupt. Please understand. Please don't use such words. And
What
second thing
nonsense,
is,
yeah. This
one
is what
second,
a
please
KPCC
wait,
spokesperson
my dear
speaks.
friend.
I don't want to
My
interrupt you,
dear
but what
friend,
you're
Mr.
saying is
Vivek,
absolute
you had
nonsense.
all the time. You
97,000
used all
crores.
the adjectives possible.
97,000
Listen to
crores has
me.
disappeared
Listen to me,
in
my friend.
schemes to
Listen to me,
garner
my
votes.
friend.
I'm not going to let you
Listen
sit
to
here and
me, my
slander me.
friend. Listen to me, my friend. Listen to me. Okay.
You
Second
don't have
thing, what
money
you
to
said
fix the
is,
potholes, sir.
listen to me. Otherwise, neither
Hmm.
people will not be able to hear you also, nor me. Listen to me. Second thing, you yourself said roads are meant to be built for 20, 30 years. That means for every problem, here we are having few corporates who are running away from problem. They feel that, if they go out of problem, the problem will get solved. The other side of the mountain is
My
always
God.
green, my friend.
Oh, Satya Prakash,
Company,
very,
Fine.
very improper comparison. I will speak now. Corporates running away has nothing to do with building roads for 20 years. For Pete's
listen
sake.
to me, no. If you don't give me time and you want to keep on speaking, then why bring me in? Listen to the government stand. If someone comes and blackmails the government, what can the government do? This, whenever someone comes into the city, no one asks for permission. They come into the city, anyone can come into the city, anyone can go out of the city also. Isn't it?
Mr.
What should the
Satyaprakash, I'm
government
very
do?
sorry. This kind of
One
no, no. I
second,
think
listen,
you
yeah.
don't
If you
even
don't listen, you
seem
will
to have
always feel
logic
sorry.
behind your
Listen
claims.
to me.
Wait a
Listen
minute,
to me one
There is
Vivek.
no
second.
logic in
You
his
cannot be
claims.
sorry without listening to me. Every corporate has a responsibility also. They get something from the city. What is the contribution of the city to them? They let them do business here. They gave them enough infrastructure. They gave them the hygienic conditions here. Don't say that
What?
Bangalore has no infrastructure. If Bangalore has no infrastructure, thousands of companies will not be flocking to Bangalore. What is
All
the
right.
problem for Bangalore?
Okay,
It has begun.
Satya, you
It is
said this.
a
You
half
know
hour.
what? Satya Prakash is not saying, he's
You
not
don't
changing
allow.
his stand.
Okay, you
You've
speak here.
spoken
You say,
enough,
I
Satya
will speak
Prakash. I cannot give half an hour to you, please.
here.
I'm really requesting you, Satya Prakash. You've spoken enough. The problem is, or rather, Satya Prakash is absolutely right, because you know what, Vivek, and you know what, Mr. Ramnath, is that he's saying what he said yesterday. He's constant. Listening to what he said. I'm going to come back to you. It shocked me yesterday. It will shock you today. Just let's play that bite. Yesterday, what Satya said. He's blackmailing you. Kiran Mazumdar Shah in the past and even today has said, take cognizance of it. Mohandas Pai has spoken about it. Lot of citizens, everyone is blackmailing you or what?
Hats off to Mohandas Pai. He said he is going and speaking with DK Shukmar. But what has Blackbutt CEO done? How many people
Maybe.
has he met?
Why should I
What
go?
has he
It is
contributed?
your duty to give me infrastructure. Should everyone go? Should my mother go and speak to Siddaramaiah? No, no. She pays taxes. Give her
Has
the
your mother
services.
threatened to get out of
No,
Bangalore?
you are
Has your
wrong.
mother
I'm
threatened?
sorry.
Has your mother
I'm sorry.
blackmailed Bangalore?
No,
No.
no, no.
We will
She
not
says she
allow
can't walk.
blackmail
No,
of
no, I'm
Bangalore.
talking. Look, listen, listen, listen. To say blackmail is very strong word. He said, I have had enough. 9 years I have worked here, Bellandur. No road. You know, let me also, you know it, Satya, and I know it. At night also, it's a
Why is
nightmare.
he having his office in Bengaluru? Why can't he go to the nearby Mysore? Why everyone wants to come only in Bangalore? If it is
Arey?
so bad, why
So
can't they
say,
go to other hub centers in
so today
Karnataka?
the spokesperson of the Congress party says go to Mysore, don't come to Bangalore. Is
Well,
that
why
what you're
not?
saying? Is
Isn't
that what you're
Mysore a
saying?
good place to
Is
start
that what you're
industry?
saying? It's pretty much like what the Shiva Sena would say,
Absolutely,
you do not come to Mumbai. What is
I
this?
will not allow anyone to blackmail this government and people of Bangalore.
All right. So I was trying to put things in perspective. Let me now go to no Satya. Wait. Mr. Ramnath has
this
been
is
waiting.
exactly whatever
Ramnath ji,
this
do
year
you
is happening
agree?
all over the
Ramnath ji, what happens when IT companies are leaving Hyderabad and saying bye bye? Do you think they should all go? Or is it the duty of the state government to provide them safety,
They have to,
security, infrastructure? Ramnath ji, come in here.
yes,
Yes, no, the government has to take more responsible to create the conducive environment for the organizations or companies who are willing to invest in their places. It is the primary responsibility of the government. It is a very fundamental duty of the government, whoever is being ruled in Hyderabad or in Bangalore or whatever. But the only thing is we
Yeah.
need to promise for the people also. We can increase the enhance of public transportation. We can build the good infrastructure. We can make
Yeah, that is
alternative
another
betterments.
point. But right now, all that is
we,
it looks very good. It really looks very
we,
wonderful.
we need to
Vivek Menon,
we
Vivek
need to
Menon,
find the
you know what
bottlenecks,
Ramnath said, I
bottlenecks.
want to, yeah, sure. I want to, focus on that. I know that what you heard just now must have shocked you. But then that's what Satya says, and that's his, we have to respect his point of view. Vivek.
Yes. No, already yesterday I also participated
Ramnath
in
ji,
your
just a
debate.
minute, sir.
I
Sir,
told
okay,
very
sir.
clearly it is not a failure
I have a
of
question
Project
to, I have a
You're
question
fine.
to
It's become a free for all. Yeah. Let
So
me go to
Bangalore
Vivek
or
Menon,
Hyderabad,
please. Can I go to Vivek Menon? Vivek Menon, the point of the matter is this knee-jerk reaction. Also, we have to look at the larger picture, sir. And that being that, what about the study, the feasibility report, as it were? The density of these roads, this road, whether it even the Sarjapur, the road which is under focus right now, and by the way, they made some changes to the traffic, as it were. But then do they even know that instead of doing something and coming back and all of us, screaming and shouting once again, don't you think it is better they do some feasibility report? Vivek, I want two comments from you. One from what you heard from Satya, and number two about feasibility report. Do they even have this on their radars is my question.
See, I think, unfortunately, there is no real institutional capacity and intellectual capital within these organizations. BBMP is bereft of that, and BDA and BMRDA and all of these other parastatals that they have created do not have experts within their own organizations to basically even look at what these problems are, in terms of the arterials. Now, the bottom line is that there is adequate capacity within these roads provided you give a good traveling surface. But unfortunately, that just doesn't exist. Today, Mr. D.K. Shivkumar is focused on trying to build a 20,000 crore tunnel. Right? Instead of just saying, why can't we use that 20,000 crores to basically fix the pothole-ridden roads? Now, I have traveled the length and breadth of Bangalore, and to Mr. Satya Prakash, I have lived in Bangalore for 50 years. I have seen Bangalore's growth all through, and the only reason the government is today able to become so apathetic is because of the fact that we have filled their coffers. The IT industry today has worked hard to fill their coffers through taxes, and today they are squandering it away. They think that, people will not leave, and they just don't care. So in terms of a feasibility report, there are innumerable number of feasibility reports that are actually gathering dust in most of these agencies. I myself have been a part of SISTUP and DULT, and we have proposed various things. Basic thing is to ensure that you have capacity within the lanes. If it's a clearly tarred road, if it has good lane continuity and lane balance, you can accommodate 800 to 1,200 vehicles per passenger
and
car
quickly,
per hour per lane.
Yeah, quickly, Vivek,
Right?
what about let them go to Mysuru? Do you have any quickly? I have to go to Satya Prakash ji after that.
This is ridiculous that a Congress spokesperson, I have been part of the Congress party too, and I've advised the CM. It is absolutely ridiculous that today a spokesperson has the gall to tell people to go to Mysore. Yes, granted, if they want to go to Mysore, they certainly will go to Mysore. They'll go to Belgaum, they'll go to other parts. But at the end of the day, if they are in Bangalore, why can't the government own up to it and provide at least the basic minimum? So that people are not inconvenienced.
But let me also add, ladies and gentlemen, Industries Minister H.K. Patil ji has also said that apparently the person, that CEO of Blackbuck, he said that I never thought that my post will garner so much of traction, almost trying to subdue what he said. This is a serious matter.
Now I want to ask a question. I want to ask a question.
Please.
See, I have got reports that Blackbuck doesn't want to go out of Bangalore. Why all this fuss about? See, a matured leadership we need a matured corporate leadership which has to understand that infrastructure and roads are shared problems. It is problems of whole of Bangalore. Yes, the government is an implementing agency, no doubt about it. But we all have a responsibility towards it. All I am asking is, if this black bucks goes out of Bangalore, will the problems get solved? There is a saying. The more you run away from the problem, the distance to the solution increases. So one company going out of Bangalore will not solve any problems.
Yeah.
Instead, the corporate should sit down with the government and we all have to work together, whether technology
That is
can
what
be a
you
way
don't
forward,
do.
can
That's what Vivek
collaboration
is
be a
saying.
way forward?
No one takes stakeholders
Can
into account.
collaboration
That is your problem. You all sit together.
Yeah, ask him to come. See how come Mohandas Pai has gone to the deputy CM? How many times has Black Buck CEO gone and met the officials? Has
That's
he
a
ever
very
visited the
special.
PM?
Why should he?
Why can't?
Why
What are you saying?
This argument holds absolutely no water.
Yes,
You know, I
even
don't
I
think
think
it is the responsibility of corporates to go and start, begging
Heckling,
the
begging.
government to provide
Why
them
should I?
roads.
Yeah, why should I beg or heckle? It's your duty.
Absolutely.
That is dereliction of duty. You are not doing due diligence. That's your problem. You want one to go. If tomorrow 10 go, then you will know, like a herd. Then you will know. Then you will say, my God, why did they
The
go?
corporates can't use the infrastructure of Bangalore, make crores of rupees, but
Whose
don't contribute to
infrastructure is
They
it?
want
It is
brand
not
Bangalore,
your,
but
it
they
is
don't
not the Congress
contribute.
party's personal infrastructure. I say it's not your
I
Jagir.
want to ask one more question.
Yes.
Bangalore is the third highest contributor as far as GST is concerned as
So
a
good
city.
for you.
It is the third
Congratulations.
largest city. People across the country come here. But what is the contribution of center towards infrastructure of Bangalore?
This
What
is
is moving
arrogance.
this
I don't
This
see
is
how the
hubris.
ruling party can
I'm
take
sorry.
credit for that. I
Why-
don't see
why-
how the ruling party can take credit for
The
that. The
biggest,
bottom line
largest
is
city
Bangalore
in
today
India,
is
where
Bangalore
people
because
from
of the
across
contribution
India
of the people
come.
of Bangalore.
Doesn't center have
And
a
I think the
responsibility towards
government has
infrastructure
taken
of
them for
Bangalore?
granted. And I'm very sorry to say this, but it is very disheartening to see that the Congress party is actually doing this, believe it or not. I am an ardent supporter of the Congress just because of the way, they have in the past, been extremely progressive in their outlook. But I think that this particular government
Just
has
because
really
you are a
failed.
Congress
And the
supporter,
reason
all
they
what
have
you said
failed,
about the
and the
Congress
reason
party
they
and
have
Deepens
failed is
Kumar
also
cannot,
because of these
cannot keep it lying
programs,
down.
the 5 programs have pretty much bankrupted the government. 96,000 crores, which is about half of the GDP of the state itself,
No, no, what is
has
the meaning
actually
of
today been spent
bankrupted?
on
You
these
are calling
programs.
our government bankrupt.
Means I'm
It is a
intellectually
All
solid
our
fact.
bankrupt.
government bankrupt. What
Come
is it?
on,
I'm
Satya
not.
Prakash. Let's not
I'm
nitpick
barely
now on
quoting.
The language
words.
you're using, yeah?
No, I'm
Don't
I
Satya
am
use
Prakash
barely
too
language.
much.
quoting
You don't
No,
use
no,
the
no.
language.
Auditor and
I've
He is
Comptroller
completely run out
Karnataka
of
General
time.
government
who
bankrupt. Please
presented the
keep your hand
loss
on your
to the
heart and say, is
exchequer
Karnataka
for
government
all the
bankrupt?
freebies that they have actually given.
Oh,
The
on that
freebies
note,
have
I think
added
I've
up to
completely, this is not
96,000
going to get
crores.
resolved. This is getting bigger by the day. But let the government do their job, I say.